The Alpine Sky Resort glimmered like a snow-covered jewel against the breathtaking backdrop of the Swiss mountains. The sky had turned a dusky purple, and the crisp winter air carried the faint smell of pine and wood smoke. Inside, the grand lobby buzzed with the soft chatter of the elite, wrapped in designer coats and sipping mulled wine by the colossal stone fireplace. It was a sanctuary of luxury, where money talked and everyone else just listened. Jason Statham sat back in a plush leather armchair, his piercing eyes scanning the room while he nursed a steaming cup of espresso. He wasn't there to draw attention, but as always, his presence commanded the space. A few guests recognized him, whispering excitedly among themselves, but no one dared approach. Tonight, Jason just wanted peace, a rare moment of solitude to escape the relentless spotlight. Before we dive deeper into this gripping and powerful story, let us know where you're watching from today. And if stories of heroism, justice, and unexpected acts of courage captivate you, don't forget to subscribe to Story Dash. Soon, we'll share another tale that will leave you speechless. Across the room, near the marble-topped bar, a couple caught Jason's attention. The woman, stunning and effortlessly glamorous, was dressed in a fitted white fur coat that highlighted her slender figure. Her long dark hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her striking green eyes glimmered even from a distance. Men couldn't help but glance her way, captivated by her beauty. She was one of those women who drew attention without even trying. The man with her, on the other hand, looked rough around the edges, tall, broad-shouldered, and unshaven. His expensive leather jacket didn't quite hide the tension coiling through his frame. His name was Tom Archer, a former MMA fighter who had tasted fame and fortune, but lost it all to gambling and alcohol. The woman, Elena Moretti, had once been an aspiring model, but her career had dwindled after falling for Tom's rugged charm and getting caught in his downward spiral. Their argument started as a hushed exchange, but as Tom's frustration mounted, his voice rose, drawing glances from nearby guests. Elena tried to calm him down, but Tom's face flushed with anger, his hands gesturing wildly. "You think you're too good for me now?" he hissed, his voice low but seething. "Is that it? You think because these rich bastards look at you, you can just walk away from me?" "Tom, please, not here," Elena whispered, trying to ease the tension. "People are watching." "Let them watch," he growled. "Maybe they'll see how fake you are. You think they care about you? They just want a pretty face to gawk at." She flinched, her eyes darting to the curious onlookers, and tried to walk away, but Tom grabbed her arm. "We're not done," he snapped, pulling her back forcefully. Jason's grip on his cup tightened, his instincts sharpening. He had seen too many men like Tom, guys who thought they owned the women they were with, using intimidation to mask their own insecurity. He set his cup down and rose to his feet, his presence immediately drawing attention. As he moved closer, he overheard Elena's desperate plea. "You're hurting me, Tom," she whispered, her voice trembling. Jason cleared his throat loudly, drawing Tom's gaze. "Let her go," he said, his tone as cold as the winter outside. Tom glanced at Jason, and his eyes widened in disbelief. He recognized the famous face instantly, and for a moment, fear flickered in his eyes before arrogance took over. "Mind your business, tough guy. This is between me and her." Jason took another step forward, his jaw set like stone. "Number, it's between you and me now." Elena's eyes widened in recognition. "Jason Statham?" she breathed, almost unable to believe it. Tom scoffed, trying to laugh off his intimidation. "You think you're some kind of hero?" Jason didn't respond. He just stared, unflinching, his piercing gaze cutting through Tom's bravado. The room had gone eerily quiet, guests watching the unfolding drama with bated breath. Tom attempted a careless laugh, trying to reclaim his dominance. "You're not in a movie now, big shot," Tom sneered. "Back off." Jason smirked, almost amused by the audacity. "You've got two options," he said calmly. Leave now and walk out of here like a man. Or stay, and I'll make sure you regret ever raising your voice to her." The bartender, now visibly worried, leaned closer. "Sir, should I call security?" Jason shook his head, never breaking eye contact with Tom. "No need." Tom, trying to regain his confidence, shoved Jason's shoulder, but Jason didn't budge. Without hesitation, Jason seized Tom's wrist, twisted it sharply, and forced him down onto the polished marble bar, pinning his arm behind his back. Tom grunted in pain, his face pressing against the cold surface. "You don't put your hands on women," Jason growled, his voice deadly calm. "Understand?" Tom struggled, but Jason increased the pressure just enough to make him wince. "Say it," Jason demanded. All right, Tom panted. "I get it, I'm sorry." Jason released him, and Tom stumbled back, rubbing his arm and glaring daggers at Jason. The security team finally arrived, escorting Tom out of the resort as whispers and murmurs filled the room. Elena looked at Jason, her eyes misting over with a mixture of relief and gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice breaking. Jason offered her a gentle smile. "You okay?" She nodded, wiping away a tear. I didn't think anyone would step in." Jason placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "You deserve better than that." As Tom was dragged out, still muttering under his breath, Jason returned to his seat. A few guests approached, thanking him and offering drinks, but he politely declined. He wasn't there for glory or recognition, just to do what was right. By morning, the incident had blown up online, the video captured by a guest going viral. Social media hailed Jason as a real-life hero, praising his courage and integrity. Headlines followed: "Jason Statham confronts abusive man at luxury resort." "Action star becomes real-life hero, again." "Hollywood's tough guy saves woman from violent encounter." Rosie called him that afternoon, teasing, "You just can't help yourself, can you?" Jason chuckled. "Just in the right place at the right time, love." Would you have stepped in like Jason did? Let us know in the comments. Violence is never the answer, but standing up for others, always the right choice. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Story Dash for more powerful, action-packed, and life-changing stories.